You did hear about this guy with the... Well, I know he's got over 100,000 lights.
Oh, yeah, this guy. Yeah, 150,000 lights, I think.
I'm not exactly sure. It's somewhere in that neighborhood, but he's going to court pretty soon for, I don't know what... He's had a few displays, I think.
Halloween displays.
Yeah, Halloween. I think he does a few other things. But anyway, somebody's finally taken him to court, a neighbor. Because the neighborhood, as you can imagine...
Oh, God, it must be lit up like the sun.
And usually these people start early and late, and so it's really a job to live in the neighborhood.
Yes.
The problem is when you go after somebody, then you're the Grinch.
Sure, absolutely. You're ruining Christmas. Like, oh, come on, this is cool.
This is a tough one.
Especially the people that just drive by, check it out, enjoy it, and then leave, and then go to their house where there's no problem.
I don't know what the best way to handle this is, because these people, on the one hand, I think they have great Christmas spirit, and it's very cool. But sometimes there's a lot of ego involved, and whenever anybody suggests anything like, could you shut it down a little earlier, or could you end it the day after Christmas, they get real haughty, and I spend 8 months a year putting this thing up, blah, 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 blah. So I think there's two sides to the story, but let's see if we can get a hold of this guy. Judging from the story, some of the quotes, he seems to feel pretty strongly about his display. And maybe a little that way of himself. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Hi, Chris. Hey, it's Drew and Mike calling from WRIF Radio. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Good. How's the display going?
We're out there with big crowds every night now since the controversy, but...
Yeah, how many people come by every night?
Oh, well, it used to be about 100 to 500 a night, and now we're getting like 7,000. It's seriously amazing how many people have come from all around. I mean, we actually have some people that drove in the other day, California. 3 old 70-year-old ladies came up. And
what?
They came
They drove from California?
From California. It's 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, my God. And they came to the porch, did you say?
And I start at 6 o'clock, and they asked me, can we sleep out front? And I'm like,
what?
Okay. So they sleep out front from 4:20 to 6 o'clock, and I wake them up, and I'm like, hey, the shows are starting. And they're like, thanks for letting us sleep. We just, we had a long drive, we came in from California, and I asked them, do you have family here? And they're like, oh, no, we heard about the hype. California, and there are 70-year-old ladies.
How many bagels sleeping in front of your house?
How many lights do you have up again?
It's 150,000 lights. It's almost like looking at a stage, and it performs for you, just like a stage.
Performs.
What do you mean by that? It performs for you.
It actually is digitally computerized, so it actually performs choreographed to the music. So 150,000 lights right in front of your eyes comes to life in music, and it's choreographed to the T.
You're talking about almost like the fountains in front of Bellagio, almost like.
Actually, it is the same computer-based system that Bellagio uses also. This is fireworks shows.
Your neighbors must love you with the music blaring and the lights flashing.
Well, you want to know, it's an amazing thing right now on the block, all the way down, just over 90% of my neighbors all have up We Support Winter Wonderland signs.
So most people support it. There's a few Grinches, but actually it turns out when they make noise, they just increase the size of the display, or the number of people that show up, right?
Oh, it is seriously, that is exactly what they've done.
How many, does the music and the light show go off every hour and last 20 minutes, or?
No, actually, it runs from 6 till 10 o'clock in the evening, the whole evening. It performs 7 different shows.
Cut that to 9.
And each show is about 5.5 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
So you continuously can watch all of the shows. So you can watch show number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That one's enough, thanks.
And then it will consecutively repeat itself.
Wow.
Oh, well, at least that encourages people after seeing all 7 to move along and let the next group up.
Yeah, exactly. Move along, get the next group. But the problem is then they drive home. And then they get more people and bring them back.
The next day, you find that people are throwing beer cans, urinating all over the grass,
that's going on.
Definitely not like Mardi Gras, since it's only up to like Santa Claus, the nice thing about it, we get families with kids, and we don't really get the drunkies that come after the bars close.
Nobody's made the reindeers hump each other or anything like that.
You want to know it? Not yet. I would say it's pretty family-oriented. It's not like the Jerry Springer Show. This is my 18th annual. This is just the first year that we've ever had controversial hype. So.
Oh. Now who is the Grinch that started bitching? What happened there? What was the story? Was this a new neighbor?
It's kind of amazing. Everybody calls my neighbor that started this. They're like, oh, the Grinch or Scrooge. And, I think that's giving people too much credit, because the Grinch is the Grinch and Scrooge is Scrooge, but I just like to call them the major sins. So I'm going to start my own little era of, just like the Grinch, the Scrooge. Well, we've got the major sins. So we're going to, it's almost like, I think
stupid.
I don't, wait, what does that mean exactly?
Well, that's their last name.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, the major sins, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make that a new Christmas term for people who want to shut you down.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'll go along with that.
Yeah.
Reluctantly, but
but you want to know, they started the trouble really by what was it? I have a 5-night Halloween display, and on the 3rd night, all of a sudden, the police officers came over and said that she wanted to press criminal charges against me because I was basically, at the time, they said, disturbing the peace because their children were too scared of the display.
Are these new neighbors?
Yes, as of last year. They moved in April of last year.
Well, see, somebody should have told them when they moved in that, by the way, there's a guy that goes pretty nuts with the Christmas display. It's a little inconvenient for a few days, but everybody loves it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, really.
You want to know what? When you buy a house for real estate, of course, they have the MLS listing. Well, since I've been doing it 18 years, we have been on the MLS listing for a long time.
Oh, you have?
You can look up, and if it's something that might be an inconvenience to you and your household, you can look it up like airports, ballparks.
Is that right?
Winter Wonderland. And Winter Wonderland, not only the Haunted Graveyard. And we're all, both of my displays have been on for years.
Now, how long is the Halloween display up?
The Halloween display up is 5 nights.
What about the Christmas display? When does that start and end?
It starts on Thanksgiving, and it closes on New Year's as our last running night.
How long does it take to set this whole display up? Do you start doing this in the summer? Do you start working on this? Or do you just... If I were you, by the way, I'd just leave it up year-round. It's too much work.
Well, you got to remember, for Halloween, I start in August, and I build and open up for my 5 nights in October. Halloween is a lot longer to build because they're more like stage props, very large.
Right.
Christmas, of course, it's lights. It's a little easier to put up, but it's about 25 days of 20-hour days to get.
20-hour days?
Yep.
A crew of how many?
Per night.
A crew of how many helping you?
Just me.
Couldn't you skip the Halloween and just do Christmas as a compromise?
Yeah, really.
Well, Halloween. Well, you would only understand when you get here. On both the displays, there's such an artistic background to it. On both of them, Halloween has basically a presence of its own.
Broadway Joe here.
So, would you say it's taken on a life of its own?
It definitely has. They're almost those displays are like children to me in them sense.
Right.
It's
not like you're even putting it up anymore. It's almost like it puts itself up. It's taken on a life of its own.
Yes, very much so. And
wow,
that's why when you go to my website, really it doesn't say anymore Chris Birkett's Winter Wonderland. Really, it's
and what's the website?
Say what? Oh, you want to know the website for our Winter Wonderland one is Winter Wonderland AZ.
Yeah, wonder why you keep saying Winter Wonderland. Do you have any advertisers to help you defray the cost? Because this must be very expensive.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, what does it cost per season?
Right now, I've been trying to, of course, fund it all myself because I'm trying to give back to the community. Again, I don't like to push my businesses, by it because I'm not trying to create more business for me. I'm just trying to give. I make money all year long like anybody else. These are the times for me to give back to the community.
But how much does it cost you per season to put this on for Christmas?
It just really, in 18 years, you got to remember, it's a $90,000 production. So in 18 years, it could be about $5,000. a year.
The whole thing sounds like a big Broadway production, and the way you speak of it is almost in a theatrical sense.
Yeah,
What's your job in your career in life? I mean, are you...
Well, I'm a mobile entertainer for disc jockey for bride and groom's wedding days, anniversaries, private parties. So I entertain audiences for a living.
Oh, okay. So that's a nice cross promotion for your business then. I mean, the two almost work for each other.
I don't like to put my business into it. I mean, until the controversy, I've never had to bring my business up at all. But now everybody wants to know what I do for a living.
Sure. Everybody thinks you're a playwright,
Yeah, we in my businesses without promoting it during the holidays. It's not something that you can just purchase at Kmart or Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I've put together. It took me the first year, 8 months, just to learn, put it together, get it so it could do something, and every year from there we've added to it.
What happens if somebody unscrews one light bulb or something like that? There are a lot of clowns out there, like we talked about. Does it screw up the whole display?
Yeah, well, if you unscrew one, on that string, they all go out. So,
man!
I have to go through and I have to find where it is and all that. But I've been doing it so long, I have some tricks of the trade that we can't give away. But
is that right?
Yeah.
God, no!
Relatively.
You want to help anybody else with a display?
Boy! Well,
why can't you give that away? Because it probably would help out a lot of other people who have.
Well, it is actually. You want to know it's so technical of how I've learned, how to do different tricks and how to find the break in it and all of that you'd almost seriously have to teach a class.
Well, it sounds like there's a book coming down the road. I smell you writing a book on this stuff. Well, it seems to me you'd spend every waking minute replacing light bulbs if you something that's this elaborate.
You'd think so, but what we do at the beginning of the year, we make sure that every single bulb that we put up works, and that helps tremendously for the display to work properly for its 30-day experience.
Have you ever sent pictures of this to any of these real production types like Steven Spielberg or any of the Jerry Bruckheimer, people like that, just to show them what somebody's doing with Christmas lights? Because those guys are production maniacs. They're always putting together these amazing productions. Have you ever sent anything to them?
Well, no.
People like that?
Because then somebody might say, hey, we want you to do this, and that. And,
they pull you into
keep it a hobby, but then that could become a business.
They want you in a Tim Allen movie in 2 seconds. They want you to do the set for the next Tim Allen or the next Chevy Chase.
For Christmas with the Cranks, right?
Yeah, right.
So in other words, your fear would be getting recruited to do something for a Hollywood thing, which is not the reason you did this.
No, it's definitely not the reason why I put it together.
So your fear, obviously, they would be so impressed naturally. Yeah.
Well, because I'm sure who wouldn't be blown away by this thing? I've never heard of anything so elaborate.
Yeah, I think you could definitely make the assumption that if you were to show them this, that they would be so impressed that they'd want to hire you immediately.
Yeah, well, the last 2 years, we've been on Martha Stewart's Living Show. I just didn't think this year that I'd be in jail with her.
Hey, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're throwing out the one-liners.
I know.
How many interviews have you done, by the way?
Right now in Arizona, we've had over 600 live spots in 48 states in the United States of America have actually purchased my video footage from Arizona to show on their local stations. It feels like almost on every radio.
Oh, you sell video footage of this display for use in the newscasts and so forth around the country?
They just do it they come over, film it, and they don't ever give you money for it. They just film it and use it for their own making money.
I see. Now, so they don't actually, you don't actually charge them to get footage.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Isn't there any way you could defray the cost somehow?
I really, I enjoy doing what I've been doing, paying the money that I've been paying to keep the holidays going, just like in Christmas.
You want to give back. You want to give back.
You're just giving back what you've worked hard to do. So
now, when you say we a lot, we this, we that. Who's we?
You want to know what? I'm in a position right now that we have so many volunteers now just working the display at night, making sure that everybody is okay. We're signing petitions, and now it's almost created its own family, and we've created larger families now that this has happened. For Halloween, we have what we call the Skeleton Crew.
That's clever.
That's pretty cool.
And we've got our own T-shirts that are coming on their way. Also, we've got brand new T-shirts for Christmas now that we've made these type of headlines that we're going to be Christmas criminals, and on the back, kind of shows Santa in the jail suit putting up lights and a couple other crazy things.
Man. Well, you might as well have fun with it. I mean, if people are going to turn it into a criminal act to put up a Christmas display to give back to the community. You might as well have some fun with it.
Might as well.
That's what we're trying to do to keep the spirits high, and I'm trying to really focus on the real reason why I started this when I was 12 and a half years old. I started it because I enjoyed to see all of the families' faces and the happiness for the holidays, and I wanted to bring 1 ounce of the 1950s back to the world. So.
We're talking to Chris Birkett. Chris has 150,000 lights at his home in Arizona, believe it or not. Probably the largest Christmas display I've ever heard of.
Yeah, definitely.
What about when your wife blow-dries her hair? I mean, it seems like that would do the thing.
Our house
just enough to push it over.
Separate electricity, so
it
the
does.
house we can turn on anything in the house and it works just fine.
Boy, that must be a bite putting all this stuff away and then getting it out. I would dread it.
It's not as bad as putting it up, actually. It only takes me alone, 7 days. Now that we have a criminal Christmas crew, we might just get it down quicker.
Oh, every year I'd sit there and go, I'm not in the mood to put this up this year. No way. Forget it.
You don't do it alone anymore, do you?
Well, as of last year, yes, but this year, I think with all of our volunteers that have come out of the woodwork, I really think this year it should be a lot easier on me having a new family of Christmas criminals.
Oh, man, that's great. Well, keep it up, and don't let these people knock your spirit down. Christmas is for children, and let's face it, all the Christmas lights and displays. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the dream alive, and right now I have a lot of displayers sending me emails.
Dream.
You better win, because if not, this is going to change for the whole United States. This is going to be a new precedent just to put the foot down, and now neighbors can say, oh, yeah, we'll just press criminal charges against them.
I don't know. These people, I swear, everyone we've talked to, there seems to be a lot of ego invested in these things.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, there'd have to be some alternative thing going on, because it's just too much work and too much money otherwise.
He doesn't want to send it to Spielberg because he's afraid that it'll end up in the movies.
See, that's just it. Look at the assumption he's making. That's pretty grandiose.
That was pretty big.
I know. I couldn't believe that when he said that. It's not even an issue.
His ego left the room.
Yep. That's what I thought. It wasn't even a matter of them looking at that.
Out of hand.
Yeah. They were definitely going to come for him after that. It's okay, bud.
Jeez.
Yes, sirree. All right.
Not to mention announcing to the world January who his attorney is. Who is taking this case? Who is this? It's some publicity-loving. It's probably Garagos.
Yeah, probably.
I hope it is, because he'll lose. And I acknowledge it does bring great joy to many people. I'm not trying to be a Grinch here. No. But the people have a right to bitch. They shouldn't. I don't know why they have to go to court. Can't they somehow
just resolve
it? For example, the guy could cut it to 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock's a little late for this. If you ask me, to have people pouring through thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah. Or make it on the weekends. Have it open maybe an extra hour.
Yeah.
But during the week, on the work week, on a work night, have it shut down at 9.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, there's stuff he can do to make this easier for people.
But he doesn't want to, because it's all about his display.
That's Chris on the Riff.